Well, for many of us, as close as we get to a farm is when we drive by one. But for a number of Oklahoma families, food is not just what they eat, it's what they do. We traveled outside the city lights to meet the Givens family.
In the vast prairies of Woodward, Oklahoma, a third-generation cattle operation is thriving, bringing with it a taste of family life many only dream about.
You'll get the growth rate you want to have.
Dusty Givens is one of two son-in-laws at Davidson and Sons Cattle.
We felt like moving to a ranch and being a part of the beef cattle industry would be a great way to raise a family and be able to teach values of work ethic and an attitude of taking care of the land and making something, producing something beyond yourself, giving something back.
Dusty and his wife Ruth Ann agree it's a business full of hardships, but a business they can't imagine not being a part of.
Been lots of cattle businesses that have not been able to keep going through the years. It's not an easy business. It's a fulfilling business, but it's not an easy business. And we wanted to try to be a part of that.
And we knew it would be a fairly simple life, you know, compared to many of our peers from Oklahoma State. We knew we would have, you know, less ability to make a lot of money, but we felt like it would be a good place to raise our family as we were raised, you know, in rural, small communities.
Hopefully we can improve.
But to make a living in small-town Oklahoma, you have to be willing to change, says Dusty.
We have a ongoing barrage of information coming at us all the time, and we try to disseminate that and make the best decisions we can, whether that's in pasture management and grass management or in beef cattle production and in genetics. We try to continue to improve all the time in those regards. We also try to improve in our record-keeping systems and how we're able to keep track of what we're doing and what we're producing for the consumer, and so that as we go forward we can continue to improve our product.
Products that their own family enjoys.
Raising my kids on beef, I'm also a registered dietitian, and I've worked off and on. You know, we live in the middle of nowhere, so I don't really have a full-time job, but I've worked as a consultant in dietetics, and I'm very comfortable with and prefer to feed my children beef. You know, we've raised it on our own ranch, but I'd feed them beef, you know, raised in America, where the laws and regulations are in place that keep our producers, who are motivated anyway to take care of their animals and make sure that the beef that comes out of them is safe. You'll see my children here in a minute. They're healthy. They're lean. They're not heavy. They've been raised on 90%, 95% beef.
But in order to have that tasty beef, the animals producing it must be taken care of.
We have to maintain a high level of care to our animals in order to produce efficiently and profitably. We have to take care of those animals in such a way that the animals produce to their highest level.
High levels of care that turn into nutritious meals for families across the country.